So, you gonna get to work on those models on your desk anytime, this year? Uh, yeah, that would mean cleaning my desk, and I don't want to clean my desk. I mean, well, I think I'd just rather play on the computer and make videos. Yeah, you've been doing that a lot lately. I noticed you haven't been spending that much time in the TARDIS. I think we should face the truth. You're in a dark glue funk. Well, good morning, Glue Troopers. Max and Max's Models here. And I woke up this morning, had my coffee, and did our usual routine. Came to the office to check emails, and it was raining outside, which meant if I went out to the Tarbus, I was going to get dunked on. But to be honest, I wasn't really feeling like building. And I've noticed past few days I haven't felt much like working out in the Tarbus. I've much preferred working on the videos, which kind of become a time suck. You start off, this will take me 20, 30, 40 minutes to make this video, maybe an hour. Next thing you know, 2.5, 3 hours has gone by just making the cards and everything. And then of course, computer crash, the software shuts down, which is really common with some of this editing software. And have lunch with the wife, start watching Big Bang Theory or one of the, our favorite sitcoms. And the next thing you know, 3-4 episodes have gone by. There's another couple of hours. It's amazing. The trash goes out on Mondays here. And I'm like, well, why are we bagging up the trash? Didn't we just do that yesterday? No, dear, we did that last Monday. And I'm like, one of the things about being retired now is I'm starting to lose the track of time. And it seems to be just clipping by. So that's not a complaint, it's just an observation. But one thing I have started realizing is that when you have these projects stacked up, it's really, really easy for you to wind up building them because you think you have to, and I got to finish this so I can get to that. I'm sure this isn't really news to anybody. One of the reasons I've taken a couple of days off from model building, well, I've been out in the shed doing bits and pieces. To go out for 30, 40 minutes, an hour, put a coat on something, set it aside to dry, go move to something else in little bits. But the upside of that is, now that I'm really giving everything proper time to harden and that sort of stuff, it's starting to come out to look like a little bit better project by not trying to do everything in one sitting or rush through. And again, I'm sure this doesn't shock anybody. Patience is the key to this, but I'm not really the greatest, most patient guy. Just ask anybody who ever saw me at a buffet. But the point I'm driving at is that I think I'm starting to get this slower, more paced rhythm. Only build when I feel like it. Don't let the pressure of getting a model done because I need to produce content bother me. And just make videos on whatever I want to. I mean, it'll be modeling or kit model subject related. That's what we do here. But I think what you're going to see is a little less output, maybe a little more content, maybe the same amount of content. I don't want to make promises and back off, but sometimes you're not even in the mood to make a video. Said no videographer ever. But I am going to be working at a somewhat slowed down pace and hopefully getting the quality to come up some. And while I'm on that subject, since I've gotten into soldering and putting lights and things, which has been both rewarding and frustrating, like most things are, I think we're going to see a little bit of a shift towards probably lighting kits that weren't really necessarily designed for it, but that's probably just me having a little fun with the thing, which is really the idea why we're here. I think part of what happens after a while, you just need a new challenge. I seem to prefer to build in the afternoons. I don't know why. It's like, make the video in the morning. You get up, have your coffee, go and make a morning video if you didn't make one the night before. But one thing I've gotten better at is I also, now that I have my laptop out in the TARDIS, I tend to watch YouTube while I'm building, or more to the point, use like a radio show. I tend to listen to it while I'm building. And when I'm not just listening to music. So that's pretty cool. But sometimes I just like to plop down and watch my documentaries. I'm getting pretty, I got to kind of limit my screen. I got to force myself to limit my screen time. YouTube's kind of a buffet for the eyes and the mind. And again, we all know how I am at buffets. But then lunch, and usually after lunch is when I want to go out and start working. I don't know, that just seems to be when the mood strikes. Maybe we have a schedule, who knows. I know a lot of us like to work late into the night, and that's something I haven't done much of lately, although I do have to admit, sometimes I got really productive around midnight or 2 a.m. I guess everybody just has their schedule. You want to do it when you want to do it. But sometimes you just don't feel like it, and that's okay. You get that, what I call the deep glue funk. I'm not a machine. I can't do it all the time. Anywho, that was just kind of what was on my mind today. I'm sure I'll get out this afternoon and start working, but right now I'd rather just play on the computer, and that's the nice thing about being retired. You kind of do what you want to do. So do you guys ever have modeling mood swings? Sometimes you're just not feeling the styrene, and other times you can't wait to break into the kit. It's that same thrill you get when you go into a buffet, open the door, and see everything laid out. Ooh. Just me, or is everybody that way? Well, guys, that's all I got for today. I'm done prattling on. Take care of yourselves. We'll talk at you later, and as always, model on. Well, almost always. You know what I mean.
Mostly.